those cards evolve is one of the things to look out for.
Yeah, fans were really pumped about the Evolution cards being included last year, so it's great to hear that they are returning in 2K21. Blake, I know you play My Team. What were some of your favorite Evo cards this year?
Yeah, big My Team guy. My favorite throughout the year was probably the Nate Robinson Evolution card. I got him all the way up to a pink diamond, and, you know, I love Nate.
Sacramento, California. Well, GA, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Utah, advantage in one series. And, of course, Sacramento. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Right now for the Jazz, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Barnes. 9 points last game. Not going to go that time. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Barnes kicks to Fox. 5 to shoot. Outside, Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta. Right at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time. Going into the playoffs, teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
And Holmes throws it down.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
By himself, and Holmes throws it down.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Back to Bogdanovich. This one for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bogdanovich has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Kings. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Ingles in the corner. Passes it to Gobert. And the rejection by Holmes. Pass to Bogdanovich. Down low. An easy 2 points on the layup. Holmes got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 6. The 3 from Barnes. O'Neal with the rebound. 56 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Davis kicks to Mudiay. That's tipped. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Mudiay. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Sacramento leading by 8. Mudiay against Joseph. It's up a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder is quickly
Very key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis. And it's Niang in at the 4. Now Bazemore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Giles. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Fires from 14. That one rolling around and rims out. Jazz trail by 12. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Niang, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Giles. In the corner, it's Hield. Drills it from outside. Hield's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you. Pass to Joseph. Pass to Giles. Hield outside. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Emmanuel Mudiay shooting. That one is on Hield. And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Harry Giles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. The Jazz also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. The number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
And looking at some numbers for Rudy Gobert, he's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Fox against Conley. Oh, the lob to Parker. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, he's got a wide reach, so Parker's stretching out that time and grabbing it and throwing it down.
Conley finds Gobert over Parker. Another miss by Utah.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Healed right side. Pass to Barnes. Takes the 3. Here's Parker. The kick out to Barnes. Over Gobert. And that one hits back iron. Jazz trail by 17. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Bjelica passes to Hield. Wants to get it to Bjelica and does. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Ingles kicks to O'Neal. 12 seconds left now here in the second. The pass to Conley. To the inside. Ingles can't get it to go. And so it's Sacramento out. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny. And that does it for our halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Fox and Bogdanović pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. A nice shot by Bogdanović.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Back to Ingles. Out to Conley. The 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac along with Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Outside Bogdanović. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Holmes got 10 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ingles passes to Conley. Back to Ingles. Rebound by Bielitsa. And Brett, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Alex Len's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Stolen by Len.
Yeah, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
And the turnover again by Sacramento.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Mitchell. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging about 23 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Joseph, the pass to Giles. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Such a long road to recovery from Harry Giles, but so many people rooting for Harry when it is that he makes some kind of plays that remind you of when Giles was one of the top recruits coming out of his high school class, one that included De'Aaron Fox and also Jason Tatum.
Niang kicks to Moutier. Passes it to Niang. Moutier looking around. 4 on the clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points. And as you said, Brent, with Giles, the potential is there, and that's why they drafted him.
Well, they still think that they're going to explore the massive upside to what Harry Giles represents. Great size, great skill, and it's about him just feeling more and more confident in the health of his body to be able to produce like we've seen on some nights here, Kevin.
Here's Len. He can't get that one to fall. And Utah the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
When Moutier starts to stroke it from the outside, he's got him on a string.
From deep. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Giles. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Len. Joseph, the pass to Bazemore. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Moutier, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The effort by Moutier to get physical inside is what ultimately forced the defense to foul him there. At his size, he can do that.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Giles. Bielitsa, he checks in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. The Jazz also changing it up. Royce O'Neal comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Fox hits them both. Jazz trail by 20. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Ingles. Pass to Niang. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Shoots over Holmes. And it's Fox with the rebound. Hield from outside. The shot, no good. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Fox against Conley. Hield outside. Let's go. And it's good in the assist by Parker. And it's 7 points for Buddy Hield. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, you're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
To Holmes, outside Joseph. Sinks the three-pointer.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. The pass to Conley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Mitchell against Hield. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for
I'd
the
like
NBA.
to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Conley. Joseph with the rebound. Kings leading now by 20. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Again, the miss by the Kings.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Mitchell. He kicks to O'Neal. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Fox, he's checked in for Sacramento. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Jazz trail by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
Their superior ball handling, 1 of 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Outside, Joseph. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Tucker finds Davis. Here's Williams-Goss from downtown. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And the Kings making a change here. Farrell's checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brewer. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Kings moving the ball around. Len dishes to Parker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's a beautiful pump fake there. Show the ball, get your man up. Parker did a good job of going right at the D.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Just 5 to shoot. Len passes to Farrell. Trying his luck from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the bet. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Upper and lower body fluid. And goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower.
Loved Nate, loved when he was playing, and just getting him back in the game and getting to dunk on people was awesome. And then another, I mean, you and I, big Kobe fans, so that Evo Kobe, it's free, and he gets all the way up to an opal, so I mean, come on, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that was some of the best My Team stuff, in my opinion, all those Kobe challenges.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It's NBA basketball on DA. Doing it all, DA. Thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And he gets the bucket. Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys started to get nights off.
Utah with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's O'Neal. Gobert can't hit.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Johnson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And that one, good.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
Here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Gobert. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Jazz. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And checking out Phoenix, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Well, right now for the Suns, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Suns leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, Ingles, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Conley with the 3, got a piece of it.
I think surprising everyone in this arena. Rubio all over it. Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Booker looking around. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Boudier comes in for Michael Conley. Sharge checked in for Phoenix.
Catching fire. When you have a shooter like Ingles, it's a great play to run.
Boudier against Rubio. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Utah will take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Pass to Boudier. On the wing, Ingles. Covered by Sharch. Ingles picks to Boudier. Just 2 to shoot. Shoots over Rubio. Good D by Rubio. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And the Suns here with a different look. Boudier finds Davis. Gobert down low. Baines is there. Pass to Boudier. Back to Davis. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
And Gobert drops them both. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Carter against Clarkson. That drive by Carter. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
He got it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to just double-check.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns lead by 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching.
Every day I want to keep getting better. And
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And, Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the point. And Baines kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Baines. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And it's Carter penetrating. It's good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Utah trailing here. Mitchell in the corner. Nice ball movement by Utah. Moutier kicks to Niang. For Kaminsky. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Stolen. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. They grab their own miss. Outside Conley. Over Carter. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Yes, that goes in.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Niang. Knocks down the 3-ball. Niang's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Mitchell against Carter. And Davis pulls it down. Jazz leading by 3. The drive by Mitchell. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Johnson finds Baines. Booker outside. 1:41 left here in the second. And that one is hammered home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Well, Phoenix shooting around 43% from the floor in the 2nd quarter. Carter on the wing. Here's Baines out to Carter over Conley. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Mitchell dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The pass to Clarkson. Here's Niang. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
He gets that one. Carter's got 4 points this quarter. Passes it to Clarkson. Conley scanning the floor. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Booker outside. Here's Johnson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And that's now 6 points for Johnson. Now, Smitty, if you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, it would be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is another guy I'd be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision. But I say right now, it has to be Giannis because of the force and his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. You're right. Saric has checked in for Johnson. Rubio against Thomas. And slam dunk by Saric.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Conley against Rubio. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Five on the clock. Gobert the pass to O'Neal. Rebound by the Suns.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
They get it back. Gobert. Here's Ingles. The layup off target.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Booker kicks to Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. To the wing on the left. The drive by Rubio. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rubio's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to O'Neal. Shoots from 12. Another miss by O'Neal. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take it. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Gobert against Rubio. Pass to Bridges. Ayton kicks to Rubio. The Suns need to get a shot off, and that one's good, Ayton.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Jazz trail by 9. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Moutier, he's checked in for the Jazz. On defense, Phoenix. And the pass to O'Neal. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the dish to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Moutier, no good.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
And the basket by Rubio.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Conley. He dishes it to Ingles. Conley kicks to Moutier. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingles finds Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Count it. Good. Johnson's got 8 points.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Clarkson on the wing. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so... And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Everybody keep shooting the ball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Andre Ayton out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
To the paint, here's Kaminsky. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Passes it to Moutier. Latre. No good on the shot. Suns leading by 15. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clarkson against Booker. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Suns ball.
Here's Rubio. Down low, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Phoenix leading by 17. Rubio the pass to Booker. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Conley with a wide-open look, misses the 3. The Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Saric outside. Booker the pass to Ayton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25, just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
There's a minute 34 left in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Jazz.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Payne. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
From deep three-point range, off target. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
benefits to the stand, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Kobe challenges to overcome and evolve that card. Now, we've also heard that My Team Unlimited is returning for NBA 2K21. Did you get any details on that, Blake?
Yeah, Unlimited is coming back for sure, and there's also going to be new ways to compete as well, so you're going to want to keep your eyes out for that.
Blake, you and I know the community loves that competition in My Team. What did the devs give you?
Up next. DA, a little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Now here's Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Rubio. Lays it up off the glass. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in a power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Here's Bogdanovich. Holmes finds Bielitsa. Bogdanovich against Bridges. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
And the basket by Rubio.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And they kept fouling him. It only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Now Bridges following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 9 points last game. Barnes looking around. Pass to Bielitsa. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And he pings it home with one hand.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Here's Bogdanovich. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Bridges against Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, I had a chance to check out numbers for De'Aaron Fox. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
1:09 left in the first quarter, and the Kings check on 2 more.
He's taking what he sees out there. I love seeing Fox torch the D from this area.
Carter against Fox. Carter down low, lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Healed from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yes, yeah. They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Booker outside. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Uncovered. Saric on the follow.
Kevin Saric is such a great player in the offensive end. I mean, he's showing how determined he is to snag the second chance opportunity.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3. To the inside, here's Kaminsky. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kaminsky's got his first bucket of the night.
Now look, guys try to get physical with Kaminsky, but he has the body control and focus to finish through the contact.
Joseph with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Carter outside. It's deflected. Here's Parker. Jerome with the rebound.
Had really for a long time the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
The 3 from Joseph. Drills the three-pointer. Joseph's got 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Doesn't go for him. So the Kings will take it the other way. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Here's Ayton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
And And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And the shot goes in. Joseph's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Bielitsa against Rubio. Here's Kaminsky. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Kaminsky's got his second basket of the game. Joseph looking around. Inside, Parker kicks to Bielitsa. Healed the pass to Joseph. Shoots over Rubio. Up again. It's good on the putback. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Bazemore for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Ayton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ayton's got his third basket of the night. Parker left side. And Bazemore kicks to Joseph. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense is a key factor.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
11 feet away with the tip, and Parker stays with it. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Rubio against Joseph. Here's Jerome. Here's Kaminsky. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Corey Joseph. He's been really playing well.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes of the game.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Sharge checked in for Phoenix.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Rubio, the pass to Sharge. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Now, you don't see that very well. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Fox goes in to the right side. Clock at 6. Len finds Holmes. Fires from 14. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Baines makes it off the glass. Baines has got his second basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It's stolen by Sharks. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and a change for the Kings. Giles is checked in. 14 feet away, and the shot goes in. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Giles. Drops one in from the wing. Giles has got his first basket of the night.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Carter dishes to Baines. 5 to shoot. That drive by Carter, a shake, and the layup is good.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Outside, Fox. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And they take the lead. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Fields checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here's Fox. Saric grabs the board. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges against Barnes. Rejected by Len. And he's able to get it back. Here's Baines. Guarded by Len. Clock at 4. Goes back up. He's off on that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
You got to know Hield is a threat to score from way downtown. I mean, he's this good of a shooter.
Carter with the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back to the triple at the other end.
Lets it fly from 18. Barnes can't get it to go. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Hield. On the wing, Booker. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Hield against Booker. Fires the 3. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Passes to Bielitsa. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against you. That's just great work inside.
And we wrap up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship? right here. I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bielitsa, and it's Fox in at the 1. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Here's Holmes. Bullseye. The Suns leading. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Bielitsa finds Fox. From the arc, a new 14 for the King. The kick out to Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Bielitsa. Another shot. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And how about the fundamentals right there? I mean, Bielitsa is so skilled at keeping his balance in the face of adversity.
Booker outside. Dishes it to Kaminsky. Here's Ayton, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Rubio against Fox. Bielitsa inside. Pass to Holmes. Puts it up from 17. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Offensive rebounding is all about positioning and hustle. I mean, there, Bielitsa showed exactly how you get these additional opportunities.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the basket by Rubio.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Hield outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Johnson.
Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. That's the way to make the comeback happen.
Ayton. It's good on the putback. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
This guy is a gamer. Hield's eyes light up when he gets the chance to take these shots.
Rubio against Fox. Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. So for the Suns, Saric checked in for Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in for Johnson. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Rubio outside. Lets it go with the 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Count that one.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovic is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rubio outside. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. the shot is good. Booker's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Suns.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Holmes. Barnes outside. No good with the triple. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Rubio outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Kings. Right side, Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Bogdanovich so solid at making defenders feel uneasy. He knows how to get them to foul him, too.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. From deep. Can't connect.
Oh, you got to see more of this from Bogdanovich. It's important that you stay.
So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
What did the devs give you in terms of insight into competitive My Team?
Well, you will be competing for championship rings in NBA 2K21. That's it. That's all I can say, but there will be more ways to play and compete in My Team.
I like the sound of that.
I know something that we're really excited about is that your progress carries over.
We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the center position. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Conley scanning the floor. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Conley. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
You know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Mitchell. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Out to Conley. Down low, 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell's shot is good.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 9 points last game out. Outside, Fox. That 3 off the mark. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal to the paint. Here's Ingles, and the layup falls. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he banks in the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. Conley dishes to O'Neal. There's the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Comes up empty from 8 feet. The Kings trail by 4. Kings moving the ball around. Inside. Bjelica with the bucket. Bjelica's got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Mitchell missing. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder. Here's Fox. It's good. This game is all even.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Down low. Ingles. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Healed the pass to Joseph. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
Tie game in Utah. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the end.
The ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier. And there's Davis. And it's Niang in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Here's Giles. He's guarded by Davis. Clock at 6. Joseph against Moutier. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the Stifle Tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Niang. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Well, sure, some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling.
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. The drive by Gobert. Here's Davis. He feeds it to Gobert. Shoots over Len. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Bazemore. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And here's Clarkson. 9 points last game out. Up top, Moutier. Passes it to Gobert. Shoots over Len. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Gobert.
Okay, Rudy Gobert, showing your catch-and-shoot game. Not just the Stifle Tower.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Len kicks to Joseph. No good with the triple. For Utah, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Joseph. Here's Hield, trying to get open as Len. Hield can't hit. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the inside. Davis with the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Here's Hield. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Pass to Niang. Shoots over Bazemore. Niang, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Back to Clarkson. Free throw line jump shot. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Len's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
He gets it in there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hield the pass to Len. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
That's it on the wing. Back to Gobert. And the layup is good. Gobert's got 8 points.
I tell you, increasingly able to contribute on the offensive end. And that's a problem. Rudy Gobert doing work.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. The second quarter, and
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
Because of Rudy Gobert's thin frame, people were trying to take advantage of him early physically in his career. For the Jazz, they wanted him to get stronger, get in the weight room, and become more of a problem.
The Kings trail by 6. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from 3-point range. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ingles kicks to O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. And for 7-footers like Gobert, it seems, Doris, there's more risk of injury.
Well, everything the Jazz organization has done with Rudy has focused from the core down. They want to make sure their big man has functional strength that eases pressure on the knees and ankles. Both of those areas have been so problematic for guys his size. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Bjelica inside. Ingles covering. Barnes looking around. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Harry Giles is checked in for Richaun Holmes. O'Neal against Barnes. Pass to Giles. The 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Utah leading by 7. Passes it to Mitchell. From the high post. The rebound by Giles. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Sacramento on defense. Here's Ingles. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Bialica. And here's Barnes for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Jazz have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And that one drops for him. 10 points for Donovan Mitchell. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to Davis. Here's Niang. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Jazz second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
The wide open look here for Fox. Sacramento gets it back. Parker kicks to Giles. Barnes outside. Fox passes to Giles. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Parker for the tie. They shoot again, and they pick up 2. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
So smooth off the catch. Parker with the refined mechanics and terrific touch.
To the middle. Here's Niang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jabari Parker. The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Fox against Clarkson. Barnes dishes to Parker. Back to Barnes. Inside. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Barnes. 8 points for Parker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Conley's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Fox. A putback, and Parker stays with it. Parker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Niang. Ingles flanks the putback jam. And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. and it's Clarkson in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Outside Conley. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Hield outside. Over to the wing. Holmes finds Hield, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
O'Neal's check in for Utah. Bjelica, he checks in for the Kings. And here's Conley outside. Utah keeping it alive. The new 14. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
Hield against Mitchell, and it's Hield off the drive. It's good, and the Kings lead by 3.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Mitchell. Hits the target from 18 feet.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Kings. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Fox with it. Now defended by Gobert. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws covered. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Sacramento leading by 3. Pass to Holmes. Gobert with the block. Here's the break. Here's Mitchell. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
It's Fox with the drive.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
From deep three-point range. Rebound by Bjelica.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Fox passes to Barnes. Pass to Bjelica. Here's Fox. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Pass to Bielitsa. He had stolen by Ingles. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Bielitsa. Kings have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, with that calm demeanor, Barnes sticks that one right in their eye.
Jazz trail by 4. .107 left to play in the final quarter. The drive by Mitchell. And the rejection by Holmes. 6 to shoot. Here's Ingles. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Kings. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Bogdanovich wide open. Off target with his 3. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Fox with the steal. Holmes down low. Ingles covering.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the game. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Fox. And the miss. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
fences to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
carries over from current gen to next gen.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you can start playing on current gen on September 4th and, collect cards, keep going on your progressions, and then migrate over to the next gen, and you get everything that you did. Your progression, your cards, your My Points, your VC, and your tokens. All.
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Conley. Up again. It's another look. Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Booker from the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Booker right now finding some room out there behind the three-point line to get himself going.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Mitchell outside.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Then Bridges jams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's Mitchell. Right side, Conley. Up top, Gobert. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Sharge checked in for Johnson. Rubio with it. Now defended by Gobert. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Good on the shot. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running. You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here is Carter. Passes it to Sharge. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Davis. O'Neal against Bridges. O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Now the pass to Niang. Another miss by Utah. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys into foul trouble.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Here's Saric. Moutier with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Gobert, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Saric, that's good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Good on the triple. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. O'Neal against Carter. Saric in the corner. Here's Baines. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Suns have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. He's off on the second. Now, here is O'Neal. Drops in the layup for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his...
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Davis. And it's Niang in at the small forward position.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. And it's Mitchell in for Moutier. Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Connects from three-point range.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Ayton in the high post. Booker looking around. Back to Ayton. He dishes it to Booker from the baseline. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by Utah. Kaminsky kicks to Rubio. Johnson outside. Fires the three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shot clock at 2. No good from Booker.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Gobert with the block. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Rubio. Shots good by Clarkson.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
Rubio outside. Dish now to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. That one falls. Ayton's got 6.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Ingles against Johnson. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Ingles. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, that could be something that goes away soon.
And here is Conley after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Feeds to Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Count that bucket. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Conley. Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
17 seconds left in the first half. Now Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bridges kicks to Carter. And here's Booker from the arc. The putback. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Oh. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And that one, good. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the inside. That's good from Booker on the assist by Bridges. And that's now 17 points for Devin Booker. Conley against Rubio. Right side, Conley. Kicks to O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Count that one. Gobert's got 8 points.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Ayton with it. He's got 8. Rubio outside. Pass to Jerome. 4 on the clock. Lets it go. Rubio misses.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jazz trail by 14. And here's Conley outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jerome, and he lays it straight in. Jerome's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. And Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Fires top of the key. Phoenix grabs the miss. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Rubio. He's putting up 13 points a game, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Emmanuel Mudiay. Carter looking around. Saric in the corner. Here's Ayton. That one a little long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. 4th, the Suns.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Out to the wing. Saric finds Ayton. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Mudiay's got it. Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's 8 points for him. And that one drops.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Another miss by Utah.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Baines. No points in the game yet for him. It's not going to go for him. And it's Utah the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Now here's Booker. He's got 17. A nice shot by Carter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Moutier pass to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. Over Carter. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Clarkson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've excelled in the... A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago on the...
One of the biggest things.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Emmanuel Moutier. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Niang in at the 4 slot.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kaminsky, and the shot goes down.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
Inside, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And here's Payne. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Some changes for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kaminsky. Booker comes in for Carter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Payne. Conley feeling it out. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Passes it to Gobert. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
On the wing, Mitchell. O'Neal high post. Charges there. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Back to Gobert. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Saric, that's good.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Conley dishes to Gobert. 16 feet away. Saric grabs the board. Suns leading by 21. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan, too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Bradley against Saric. Launches it. Rebound, Utah.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down low, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Carry over to next gen.
Yeah, I know one thing the community was absolutely asking for is that sense of progression and putting in that time and having it pay off between generations, so that's a great thing to hear.
So Blake, what are you excited to do in My Team in NBA 2K21?
Just delve right in. For me, the most fun part about My Team is starting fresh, honestly. When we get that.
And in the locker room, Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one sink. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Saric.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And here's Bogdanovich. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Johnson, that's for 2. Unable to get that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Ayton.
Yeah, you got to protect the ball better than that. The spin move in traffic is just asking for trouble.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Kept alive. Goes up with it again. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Bogdanovich against Booker. The kick out to Fox. From 10 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The wide open look here for Fox. They grabbed their own miss. No good there. And it's Phoenix's ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Fires from the wing. Can't throw down the putback. Sacramento off to a slow start. They trail by 7. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
Ayton inside. Holmes on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And the Suns making a change here as well. Saric is checked in. Shot from the wing. 2 points. That one goes. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
And if you give Fox the mid-range area, he'll take it. It's good seeing him improve.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And some changes here for the Kings. Harry Giles is checked in for Bjelica. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, G.A., I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Baines. Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Carter drives in. Pass to Jerome. Here's Baines. Len with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Parker's checked in for Len. 1:11 left in the first. Saric outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. The Suns, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
And that one's good. Parker.
The former number 2 pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker, was out there to score just like this.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Joseph. Jerome passes to Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Here's Saric. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Hield kicks to Joseph. The pass to Parker. The baseline J off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker, and it's Giles in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Hield can't hit.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Baines passes to Jerome. Back to Baines. Out to Saric. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a 2-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Passes to Johnson. He kicks it to Carter. To the paint. Here's Saric. But they recover it. On the wing, Booker, covered by Hield. Good on the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
And it's Giles missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Kaminsky. Kicks it out to Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Booker against Hield. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Hield's got his first basket of the night.
My buddy, he can't give Hield these mid-range chains. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Over Parker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
And here they come. Here's Ayton. Rubio outside. 1:22 left to play in the first half. Offline from the top of the key.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. There's three-pointers off the mark. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 16-6 run. Bridges, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Bogdanovich looking around. Dishes the land. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The offensive rebound. Len. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Barnes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Rubio, the pass to Jerome. And stolen by Bazemore. Joseph has an open look. Good on the three-point shot. Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there. Suns leading by 11. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bridges. 1 second left. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's Pitt.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Now, Rubio. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker the pass to Ayton. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at
the rim. Rubio against Fox. And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Chris, when Bielitsa is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bielitsa does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up.
Rubio against Fox. Feeds it to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's 6 points for Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Lets it go from deep. Fox, no good.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And the pass to Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. A three-pointer, no good.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Tries from 10, and it goes down 2 points. And now a 12-point Phoenix lead.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Holmes finds Fox. Shoots from 12. He gets that one. Fox has got 9.
Well, Fox is mastering the timing required to succeed in the pick and roll. Trust me, it's not easy.
Rubio against Fox. Lets it go from 14. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Over to the left wing. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Bridges. Booker against Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did, drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Passes it to Len. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Changes up. Here's Hield. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the toughness from Hield to convert the basket despite the foul? What an effort.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Parker. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Corey Joseph. And the Suns also making a change. Booker's checked in. Carter dishes to Booker. Carter against Hield. Here's Kaminsky. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hield, the pass to Ferrell. And he gets the bucket. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Booker with it. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Phoenix with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. To the point with Hield to his side, they're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Alex Len, and it's Bazemore at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Rubio with a wide-open look. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
From beyond the arc, the rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rubio the pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The feed to Šarić. That one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Giles over Johnson, and the Kings check on 2 more. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Sweet move. That's tipped. Here's Fox. Rubio with the rebound.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Baines passes to Šarić. Booker outside. Kicks it to Rubio. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Credit to Deep for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Yes, that goes in. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I like the imagination Fox brings to the court every game. He just finds a way to get himself going.
And here's Rubio. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Giles kicks to Fox. Banked in off the glass.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Johnson outside. Back to Rubio. "14 feet away. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 12.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox. Len. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now, here's Rubio. Top of the key, Booker. To the middle. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Alex Len. Bielitsa comes in for Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Kent Bazemore. Suns leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Suns.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27. And so many times we see someone step up and take charge. And tonight that happened here. It was a nice performance for Johnson.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Hield attacking. Here's Holmes. Rejected by Booker. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Bridges, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Pass to Ayton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Stripped away. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were